face, armpits, genitals, butt. Is the butt part of the genitals?
But you forgot the belly button.
And that's it. Then God gets the rest of it. No, it's gravity. Gravity takes care of the feet. All the soap washes down there. So you just hit the important parts. Now, if it's like a special event, like you're going to court or something like that, then you really get in there.
Wait, what's court washing? what includes court washing?
You know, you just got to really clean up for your day in court.
Because we went to court together. What extra did you wash?
Well, that was the hotel shower, so I just cranked it up to 10 and just really got in there.
That is okay.
Yeah, I had a clean belly button that day in court.
Okay.
So they'll do it for court.
Yeah, for judges.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was hoping to hook up right after court. Hey, ladies, get a whiff of this belly button.
Guess who has some more money than he usually has? I got that.
Somebody sued his roommate.
I'm eating brunch with my people though. The homie Dyke just cooked up a feast and we bout to eat it, bro. Fucked around and has to mix the lobster with the poutine. Daddy is rolling blue dream. Them boys got down a routine. It's Naptown culture. Cooking 7 courses. Had to pass the torch and now I'm grabbing second portion. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and a smoke. It's Harder Brunch on the way and get prepared for the jokes. Whoa.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Harder Brunch Podcast. I'm your host, Dyke Michaels, and with me, as always, my co-host, Thaddeus J. McKee.
Slappy, pappy, wank, wank.
On the ones and twos, the wheels of steel, the sauce boss of Indianapolis, and the last woke dragon. Give it up for Zach Road, everybody.
Hey there.
How you doing today, Zach?
I'm good. How are you?
Did you feel like you had enough pizza?
I really could have done with another two or three pies.
I'll tell you what, we had a hell of a pizza party today, and you know what there isn't? Any leftover pizza.
That's true. It's pretty close to the perfect amount of pizza.
I was amazed. Two very special guests with us in studio from Smelly Bits. Robin Antico, and Melissa Burnell. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
How are we doing today?
We are stuffed.
Yeah? Get enough pizza?
It was wonderful.
Yes.
What was your favorite pizza? I have to ask.
I think my favorite pizza was the first one with the brie on it.
Oh, the brie.
I loved the brie. And the dessert, the s'mores pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Well, those are 2 wrong answers. So off to a bad start. No, those are both Zach's creations.
My favorite was the barbecue. Was that Zach's too? Oh. Well, yeah.
We got one on the board.
You got a dub.
Well, welcome to the program. Very excited to have you. You're a local entrepreneur.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about your business?
So my business focuses on sex positive soap products. So it's mainly adult themed. And then I do some like comic style Golden Girls type things. So it's all just fun soaps.
Yeah. And what was the inspiration? How did we come to here?
We came here from actually Melissa, my friend here. I was making random soaps for people and she said, I think it would be really funny if you made this soap. And she was talking about a penis soap. And I said, okay, well, we'll look for a mold for that. And we found one and I purchased it and I made a couple and everybody wanted one. And so she said, I think you should make this a thing. And so I made it a thing.
That's amazing. So my first question I had to ask, I was like, okay, so you just bought a mold. This isn't like off of some person you knew or something like that.
Well, it is a mold. I'm not telling where it came from. Okay. That's confidential information.
Okay, yeah, proprietary. Well, I was showing someone the Instagram, which a phenomenal Instagram, by the way.
Thank you.
If you're listening to this in your car, pull over and go to bring up Smelly Bit, shop Smelly Bits.
Oh wow!
On IG. And I showed it to someone and that is very detailed. That was the
veins.
Mm-hmm, yeah. That was the commentary.
Mm-hmm.
It's very veiny. Do you make a uncircumcised penis?
No, just the one.
So
I think we need more representation.
I've actually been approached with that before. We need some inclusion. We need some uncircumcised penises.
Now, for comedy purposes, you don't see a lot of uncircumcised penises, like bachelorette parties and stuff like that. Like it's always the classically circumcised penis. I don't see a lot of uncircumcised.
Well, this is America.
Yeah,
and so I guess I could understand. That's pretty much
all penises matter.
Well, do you know anyone who wants to volunteer for mold for that one?
I mean, I might.
Okay.
You might know somebody. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. In America, we're pretty much we're factory cut and cut right out of the womb, and so that's that one has sprinkles on it on the.
I think he's just Googling penises.
Yeah.
I think they just went off the rails and.
I do some with sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles. I've been known to do.
Now, is this tell me about like the actual like soap part of it? The like what kind of are you using lye? Is it like Fight Club? That's the only thing I know about soap making.
Animal fat.
I actually have another soap business that I do cold process soap, which does handle lye. This one is just a melt and pour soap, so I don't have to touch any lye for this one. My other company, yes, absolutely.
You do. Okay. Interesting. And then, so when you're using, let's say, a penis soap, like, does it just stand up on its own and like after you use it,
does it stand up on its own?
Does it get slippery and then it fall in the shower? What?
I mean, it can.
Yeah.
It does stand up on its own. I have some that I did with suction cups to kind of help that. They do get very slender when used.
Well, I guess it depends on how yeah, I guess I was thinking about using it a different way.
Yeah. So can you show me how you would use it? That's one of my selling features when people come up to my booth and I say, well, show me how you would use it.
Well, I would honestly probably use the flat side first.
Okay.
You know, because you get the most, I thought you get the most surface area.
Okay.
So like the base.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not trying to be funny when I'm taking a shower, you know. I don't know. What do most people do?
These aren't for jokes.
I gave the wrong answer. Yeah, these aren't for jokes.
These aren't joke soaps.
Well, here.
You got some presents for us?
I brought you guys some presents. Now would be a good time. Maybe you can show me how you would use it.
Hey, pull it out of the bag. Oh, I got a little gift bag too. Oh, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I feel something. Oh,
feels like an X-rated Christmas. I'm very excited.
Oh wow, this is great. Wow, mine is pink. The soap, that is.
Oh, I got the vagina cone.
Oh, there's a vagina soap.
Oh, now I kept walking in and hearing parts of conversations, and it was like I walked in at one point. And it was like a vulva's like an ice cream cone, and then I just turned around and walked back in the kitchen. And it also just sounded like every guy in that room had never seen a vagina before, based on the conversations.
Well, some people haven't, Dyke, and I don't think we should shame that. Some of us are waiting.
Oh, Indiana, that's awesome.
Oh, that's not a penis at all.
Well, she said just make some classic.
There's more in your bag too.
I like Indiana a lot. Oh, it's not my bag, baby.
There's the penis.
Oh, yours is green, which I think you should see a doctor for.
Oh,
if that's the case for you.
That's great.
Ours is the same size.
Now the only, yeah, I'm sure it came from the same penis mold.
Oh, we got another one coming in here.
3 in there.
Oh, hi. Yours is gray, which
just like mine.
Zach's is gray. Oh, I like that.
Thank you so much. These are great.
Oh, you're welcome.
So this is I always think this whenever I see a penis drawing or a penis sculpture of anything. It always seems like the penis to ball ratio is always off on these things, right? Yeah. Is that am I crazy? Does that look like normal? Oh, you don't have a microphone. Zach looked like you really wanted to answer.
Well, it looks like these are cut off halfway. Yeah. Which for me, that's appropriate. Like this is my penis to ball ratio. I got 1 to 1.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on what norm you're using.
Oh,
that does make sense.
Hey, I got a titty. I got a nice gray teat, and that is nice. Thank you so much. I've never got this before.
Thank you so much.
Have you gotten any of these before?
No, this is my first time experiencing this and handling these parts.
How does it make you feel?
That's my one.
I kind of want to shower. I'm going to take up showering after this. You've inspired it.
Yeah, I think I would just, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to imagine how I would bathe with this.
Well, you should use it this evening and get back with me.
Well, I tell you what, I would almost think this involves a washcloth. I feel like you soap it. All right, I'm not doing those gestures anymore.
Well, didn't you say that there are some instructions, like you don't want to insert any of these for anybody?
So check out the little sticker on the back.
The sticker says...
The yellow sticker?
Oh, the yellow sticker.
Oh, you have to put a warning on it. I didn't even think about that.
Insert or eat.
Yeah.
How many complaints about that did you get before you used the sticker?
None. I'm trying to cover my own ass.
Hey.
Well, what's interesting, because for men, I know I can only speak for me, but one of the worst things is when you get soap in your urethra. So you get soap in your penis. No.
We have yeses.
I'm blown away by this one. I've never got soap in my penis.
You've never got soap in your penis?
No.
It burns.
I mean, I guess I believe it, but you couldn't just pee it out?
I mean, but it burns on the way in. Yeah. It's, I don't know.
What the fuck are you doing in the bathroom?
I don't know how you clean your pee hole. You're not supposed to use a beer bong filled with hot, soapy water?
He said pee it out.
I don't think Zach has real genitals.
We'll find out on the after brunch. This kind of feels like the after brunch. But I mean, yeah, like there's not bits of soap like Chuck. Anyway, I'm not going to go in there.
This is great. So was there like an immediate jump when you switched over from like, hey, I'm just making soaps to like, hey, I'm doing these like kind of fun novelty soaps?
Pretty quickly. Yeah.
It was a pretty big jump. And now, and like, we were all kind of joking about it before the show, but I have been calling you the dick soap lady. And I sent an invite to a friend who's going to be upstairs, Stacy. And I just sent it kind of out of town. I said, hey, do you want to come over tomorrow? We're having a pizza party with the dick soap lady. And so she just put that on her social media. And it was like, this is what I just got from a friend.
She said she was having a bad day, and then she got that message.
Yeah, and it cheered her up.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing to me was that she put it on social media, and it got all the way around back to you.
It did.
And me.
Yeah. In like 8 hours.
Yeah.
And when you showed it to me, I was just like, oh. I was like, I don't know what that is. That's crazy.
I mean, Indy's pretty small in the scheme of things, but yeah, that was sent to me this morning, and the person said, you're the only dick soap lady I know, so I'm assuming this is you, and I have fun with it. Okay, thank you.
Hey.
So let me ask you this. As part of, I guess, nature of it being like an adult themed company, do you find it like difficult because you can't just maybe pop up at like traditional farmers markets and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
So what do you do to kind of circumnavigate those barriers to entry?
It just depends. If I have inventory made of other things, then I will keep the pop-up and then maybe just put those away or have a sign up in the front that says ask about my adult products.
Smart.
A lot of markets have accepted me, and then they take a closer look at what the product is, and they'll say, can you not bring those?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll say, okay, yeah, I can sell the other stuff. And sometimes I say, I probably just shouldn't come then. And I've, of course, been denied from several markets that are more family friendly. Funny story, we did one in Marion, and a Girl Scout, I had walked away to use the restroom, and a Girl Scout came up and picked up one of I call them noodle soaps, and looked at my partner, my husband, and said, what is this? And he's kind of like, go ask your mom. So, I mean, some strange things happen. at the markets that I do, most people laugh. Most people think it's great. Most people say, hey, I've got this bachelorette party or this bachelor party coming up. I'd love to have this there. Can I have you make like a dozen or whatever? And then there are, of course, several people who are like, what is this? Why do you have this here? This is completely inappropriate.
Oh, wow.
So it's just...
Well, that was church, wasn't it? You.
That one time I popped up at church did not go well.
Oh, yeah.
You just make it. Never mind. No.
I have to mention this. What was your reasoning for keeping this a secret from me?
Oh, I just thought it was fun. I just thought it'd be a fun surprise.
I thought it'd be a surprise on the show.
Yeah.
So I see this text message late at night, the dick soap lady. And I'm like, why are they being crass for no reason? And I didn't think anything of it. And then everybody else knows that she's the dick soap lady. And I'm like, oh, like you make penis soaps? And she says no. Because she was not supposed to say because of your instructions. So I'm getting confused. Like, oh, then why do they keep calling her the dick soap lady? Someone else walks in like, oh, the dick soap lady. And I was like, oh, so you do make penis soaps? And she says no. And now I'm starting to get confused, a little bit angry.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm a good read on people. I'm like, someone's keeping something from me. And she's like, well, you could use this soap to wash your penis. That's what soaps are for. So they're gaslighting me now. And I'm at the table like, this is going to be an interesting time.
Yeah.
And then I find out.
Well, so yeah, I wanted to surprise, because sometimes, you know, when I tell you that if you don't know who the guest is, I try to judge your excitement level. And I said that we had a local business person coming in and you didn't seem that excited. And I said, she makes soap, and you seemed less excited. And then I was like, no, I know if I change it to dick soap, I think I could turn this thing around. Yeah. But I was like, I'm just gonna let that be a surprise. Yeah.
Which is a smart move for you.
And then I talked to Zach, and he said that after I left, you guys were talking about the podcast, and you were like, yeah, see you tomorrow for the soap lady.
Yep, that's how I knew her, as a soap lady. There was nothing, because I keep asking throughout the week, so what does she do? She makes soaps. All right, cool. And that's fine. I think, you know, if you're out there and you make soap, I'm not going to be less interested in you. I think it's important. I think hygiene is important. As a man that tries to practice hygiene, I think it's important.
But you were, we got to say, more excited once you found out it was dick soap.
Excited is an interesting adjective to use. Yes, I was just very confused the whole time.
Well, you know what's going to be confusing? The fact that we're roommates and we're going to have two of these in our shower now. And if anyone ever takes a peek in, there's going to be like, that's twice as much dick soap as I thought would be in there.
You can put one on your wall here.
Yeah, we're going to get kicked off of YouTube. But you also have, tell us about some of these other ones, because I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong here, that the penis soap, or the noodle soaps, as you can, maybe we'll call them noodle soaps from now on. I feel like I've said dick soap 100 times. But the penis soaps,
cock soap.
I feel like they cut ahead. Like that's the flagship, right?
It's the bread and butter for sure.
The bread and butter. Yeah. But you have a lot of other really interesting soaps in here as well, and I feel like they get lost in the shuffle. I feel like the turgid penis really stands out. But
real quick with this vagina mold, was there a actor that did this, or same person? I don't know. Did you make a mold from a person?
I told you this is confidential.
Oh, okay.
No. Wait, I purchased the mold.
Okay, cool.
Did you just ask if the same person that modeled the penis modeled the vagina one? It's very, very progressive of you.
These conversations today have just been phenomenal.
So tell us about some of these others that you got here, because there's really fun shapes.
Yeah, I actually do sell quite a few of the breast soap and the vulva cones. I also do a vulva lotus, which is quite beautiful, I think. And then the little, we call him the chubby chode. He's an interesting character. And then the other ones are just, in all honesty, a little bit of a buffer for people who might want to purchase something from a local soap person, but they don't really want something that is adult themed.
Yes.
So in some of the stores where my products are carried, they carry more of the family friendly items.
And one that I was very excited about was the kind of the Golden Girls, but they're like cartoon kind of versions of the Golden Girls.
I love those so much. I was so excited to purchase those molds, and they have not sold as well as I thought they would, and it really surprises me.
I feel like comedians would really like those.
I love them. They're great.
I feel like every woman I know loves every woman and man I know loves the Golden Girls. Like I was a big fan.
It's the best show. I still watch that show all the time.
That's great.
I like how you chose to make Betty White pink.
Oh, for Rose? She's Rose.
Oh, that's Rose?
Yeah. She plays Rose.
Guys,
on
I don't
Golden
know.
Girls.
I was trying to pretend like I've seen Golden Girls.
You guessed perfectly, though.
I'm embarrassed. I've never seen any of this stuff. I'm so confused right now. I'm flustered.
He's never seen the Golden Girls. He's never seen a penis or soap.
What about the boob? Have you seen that?
Have I seen a boob before?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was interesting that you typically sell these by just ones? Mm-hmm. These don't come in pairs?
No.
Okay.
Just the one.
All right.
I thought you were going to ask like if they come in different sizes.
Dad's going to need a lot bigger one, please.
Oh, come on. I'm not like that.
What else we got on here? Individual use soaps. Ooh. Oh, like liquid soaps?
No, that's the rope soap saver. So it's just
Ooh, like a little condom.
it's a soap condom. Yeah.
That is smart.
It helps keep it from disintegrating as quickly.
For sure.
And you can hang it up.
What's the texture of those covers?
They're just like a loofah.
Oh, yeah, they look very soft.
So, have you had to like develop your own kind of vocabulary for selling these? Because I feel like I've said dick a million times today.
She calls them noodles.
Noodles and
yes, but not really for selling them, but more so for my family.
Oh, okay.
Like my parents are not thrilled at my products.
They're not sex positive.
We don't talk about them. My mom did at one point when she was visiting look at my dining room table and say, "Robin, why is there a bag of penises on your table?" They're soaps, Mom. She just kind of rolled her eyes and pretended it wasn't happening. So
that's the Midwest way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I could see how she could get confused. Like this might not be a soap. From a distance, it doesn't look like a soap.
It does not. You're right.
Looks very accurate. So you're just celebrating life. Just tell your mom that.
Yeah, I mean, we really just we don't talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I do my thing, and she, I think, just pretends that it's not happening. So.
Yeah. Do you get recognized on the street? Is there anybody like?
I
like,
have.
Hey, penis soap lady.
I have. More so at markets when I'm not selling, but I'm shopping at markets that I'm not vending at. They'll say, "Oh, I know who you are. You're the Smelly Bits person," and so we laugh that a lot of us who vend. People don't know our real names, so a lot of people don't call me Robin. They call me Smelly Bits.
Oh, that's what they call me in high school.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Zach used to own batch number 2 mustard, and they just called him number 2. Yeah, that's what everyone knew him by.
Okay.
Like, there's old number 2.
I feel that. I understand.
Always pooping. Always be pooping.
Now you have something to clean that with.
What?
Your soap.
Clean what with?
When you poop.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do it.
I actually really like the Indiana one. I was kind of, maybe I'm basic, but like
no, they're great.
I really like a nice, and I love a nice novelty soap though. You know, I don't think I've ever really like I'm that guy that still likes to like hoard them, like because we're comedians, like when we stay in hotels and stuff, I like to just clean them out. But now all the hotels just have like the little pumps in them. Oh. And you can't I'm a soap guy. I'm a soap collector.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really smart move if you start branding these for certain hotels like the Hyatt.
I tried. I reached out to was it Sybaris here? I reached out to them.
That's
and
smart.
Didn't hear anything back.
They didn't say anything?
Nothing.
Shame on you, Sybaris. Zach, have you got a chance to go there yet? We got Zach a little present.
No, I haven't gone there yet. I'm saying we're saving it for when we can go to one with the cum slide.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We got him a wedding present of the Cerberus.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll definitely be taking one of these with us. So
are you pointing to Casey?
It'll make it, yeah. Okay. yeah. We're bringing a Casey with us, and Casey doesn't know yet. Surprise for everybody, really. But I think we're gonna have a good time.
So the backstory on that is we were talking about how no one that we've ever met has ever gone to the Cerberus before, and then Zach was kind of like, I have. I'm familiar with it. Have you been?
I have.
Yeah? Oh, how was your experience?
Actually, this is going to sound very strange and nothing happened, but I went with friends. Like a bunch of us just said, oh, well, this is kind of funny. We want to see what it looks like on the inside. And they have it was the Fanta Suites. They have different themed rooms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I think there were like 6 of us or something, and we got 3 different rooms. And then we were drinking and like checking out each other's rooms and, oh, what is your hot tub like? What is your hot tub like?
Yeah.
But that was
I think they've cracked down on that now. I think they're really strict about like number of people to a room and almost like you have to like proof that like, look, you better just be going in there for hanky panky. All right. No other kind of fun should be had in these rooms.
We were the reason for that.
Yeah. Well, I imagine that a lot of like I would do the same thing. You're like, yeah, let's have a party at and I think it gets a bad name because everyone's like, oh, that's gross. People have done all kinds of stuff in there. I'm like, people have done stuff in every kind of hotel room. Like if you go to whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it's a sex themed one, like you don't bring a black light.
I would even say there's less sex happening in the Cerberus because I know that both of the times we went, the people next door to us were having the worst fight of their life. Oh. Like maybe they had booked this trip just to like
save their
one
marriage.
last ditch effort.
Yeah.
There was no sex happening next door.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure. I can remember a lot of Valentine's Day fights that I've been in with like in the past where like, and I think it's because there's so much pressure built up on having this like special time or whatever that like one little thing goes wrong. Yeah. Also, Valentine's Day is in February, which
it's cold.
Shouldn't it be in the middle of the summer? You know, I see people doing carriage rides and it's 4 degrees outside. I'm like, that's not romantic to me. Like that's that's torture.
Yeah, yeah. People go to this place to save their marriage. Usually, I think.
Yeah.
So that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to get ahead of their marriage and be like,
and it's such a thoughtful gift
before it goes down the tube.
Yeah. After you go to the Cerberus, it's all downhill. Especially probably because you brought Casey with you. Let's take a quick break and we'll be back. We'll talk about our pizza party and a lot more. So stick around.
This week on the After Brunch Podcast.
Did you bring that up because it says white American on it?
You didn't like the yellow. So.
There's no black cheese out there.
It's there's got to be like a cave cheese or something that's certain.
Cave cheese? That sounds racist.
What the fuck were you even going on with that?
Cave cheese.
I've never even.
First of all, there is cave cheese.
There's lots of cave aged cheeses, and none of them are black.
I just assume that if you leave it in a cave long enough, it turns black.
Join us at patreon.com/Harder Brunch.
Welcome back. We were talking off mic about getting. Would you say a reputation is because you sell provocative novelty soaps that people think you're this wild, crazy person?
I think that there's the perception that I am something very different than I am. I'm a homebody. Mm-hmm. I don't go out and party. I'm not a wild woman. I think I'm pretty boring. So I think that I think it's a Midwest thing. I hate to say that, but, and that's been approached to me a lot of times, when I've talked to other people who make similar items, similar products, they'll say, well, you're in the Midwest, so you have to remember that people are not as open about it as, I have a friend in LA who sells similar products and he's everywhere. And it just seems a little bit more accepted there.
Yeah.
Not to knock on the Midwest. I just feel like here we're a little bit more
reserved.
Yeah, more reserved.
Now, is it so? I think the first half, I think I was there's just penises everywhere and body parts, and like I don't know what I'm supposed to say and not say. I felt like I was stumbling a little bit.
Like your first orgy.
Like you, I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Literally.
But I mean, you obviously see the comedy in it, right? Like
Absolutely.
you obviously like
Absolutely.
see the fun in it.
Absolutely.
But there is also the sex positive angle that you were talking about, and so you were inspired by her being a sex therapist, right?
Yeah, I'm always inspired by her. And we were coworkers for a while, and we talked a lot about this before she went into the practice that she's in now. But, she started doing this, and a mutual friend of ours who she works with now, and they were just so supportive. And they were like, it's great that you do this, and it's funny, it's hilarious, but let's talk about making things more of the norm. Let's be more comfortable looking at these body parts that we have. And not having them be so taboo all the time.
Yeah. I think that's great. I'm trying to think of other places besides like bachelorette parties, like and farmers markets. Like I'm trying to think of like where's like for you, like where's the best place to sell these soaps?
I have pretty good sales at Hampton, which is here in Irvington. I do sell at Hidden Peak Collective, and I had a few at the local Radish in Beech Grove. But it's mostly word of mouth, honestly. And people see me at markets, and then they take my business card and then they give it to a friend, and she's having a wedding, or there's a birthday party and we want something that's kind of fun. And you're not going to find in every store, because you can go get regular soaps or regular, I don't know, dish towels or whatever.
Yeah.
But you're not going to find things like this everywhere.
Now tell me about the actual, we kind of started going into it, but tell me about the actual like soap itself. Like I don't know much about soap. Like what is actually in these products?
So it's just a melt and pour soap. So it's just standard soap ingredients. And then I add whatever scent that the customer may want. So
you can request scents.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's the craziest request that you've got for belly button? Is that one?
I've never had anybody ask for belly button scent. I don't know what I would mix to make that.
We have to fill in the audience about Melissa's belly button.
We should do that, yeah.
Idea.
How do we get on that topic?
I have no idea.
Because I think you're talking about, you're a sex therapist. We need to introduce you as a sex therapist. And we were talking about, I think you said start at the top when giving fellatio.
Is that your girlfriend's name?
Fellatio? Fellatio?
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Tomato.
I want to say
fellatio.
I'm going to say fillet for short. When you're giving fillet.
When you're serving filet mignon.
I don't know why you brought this up, but you're like, we were eating pizza. And you're like, hey, start at the top. And then someone suggested, why don't you start at the bottom with the balls or the testi or testy, depending on how many you have.
Yeah.
And you said, well, what if the testes are smelly? Which I thought was interesting that you brought that up. And you told us that a good way to check if the balls are smelly is to smell the belly button, which I've never heard. So if you want to go into that, I would love that.
So it started with a male friend of mine said that for males, when they are going down on a woman, they would check the belly button smell first to know, should I go further? However, it can also be true, essentially, for males as well, to check the belly button and see, does that smell, and will any other areas smell? Because we were talking about smelly bits, right?
Yeah.
and the soap to help.
I like how you tied it all back together there.
Yeah,
like
the
that,
soap. Well, because we were trying to not tell him that she had dick soap.
I was still confused. Like, hell, I'll talk about belly buttons for a
and so
second.
I mentioned that so that you could wash and not smell before that, and then.
Now I feel like I shower like the majority of men shower, where it's face, armpits, genitals, butt. Is the butt part of the genitals?
But you forgot the belly button.
And that's it. Then God gets the rest of it. No, it's gravity. Gravity takes care of the feet. All the soap washes down there. So you just hit the important parts. Now, if it's like a special event, like you're going to court or something like that, then you really get in there.
Wait, what's court washing? what includes court washing?
You know, you just got to really clean up for your day in court.
Because we went to court together. What extra did you wash?
Well, that was a hotel shower, so I just cranked it up to 10 and just really got in there.
That is okay.
Yeah, I had a clean belly button that day in court.
Okay.
So they'll do it for court.
Yeah, for judges.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was hoping to hook up right after court. Hey, ladies, get a whiff of this belly button.
Guess who has some more money than he usually has? I got that.
Somebody sued his roommate.
I got that belly button money. Clean belly button money, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, this is a great time to transition into what we have for
I have to say, whoever told you that is a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think belly buttons and genitals have that much in common. It's not like... Go ahead. Oh.
I started out there. I thought, belly button is nothing compared to genitals. But if the belly button smells bad, there's no way it's getting better.
Oh!
See, that's the thought behind it.
You just blew his mind wide open.
You have a point. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of with this guy. I think he had a lot of bad experiences to draw this conclusion and tell his friend, like, hey, smell the belly button. But you're right. If there's like a very nasty scent coming from a belly button, kind of cartoon style, where you could see the waves,
the stank waves,
you're not going any further. Just guys. Let's not have smelly belly buttons. Clean your BBs.
I've never had a smell issue with anyone that I've ever encountered in my life. I've never had to the point where when other people talk about it, I was just always like kind of confused. Like I was like, are you guys just with some gross people, or like I don't know why I keep looking at Zach.
Let's not smell shame. We will get canceled immediately for that.
I don't know why we're putting this over to me. I feel like there's been at least once. I know there's been once where I was, but that was not a very clean person.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you had the stinky.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, probably.
I think what it is, I think women are more likely to tell a guy to go jump in the shower or something first than the other way around. I can't imagine telling a woman, be like, hey, why don't you go hit the showers before we get down?
You gotta be honest.
There probably won't be any getting down.
Yeah, like, I'll hit you on the way out.
But that's kind of their problem too. Because if you can't be honest, like, why are we even going further? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I can't tell you to shower, why am I risking having a baby with you? You know what I'm saying? You understand? Like, I feel like honesty is key. So if you smell like shit, and I don't say that, you don't say shit. You don't say to a girl, you smell like shit. That's not the nice way to say it.
Correct.
But you could kind of hint like, hey, that almost made me puke, or like there's something.
Or you pick up, a soap and go, you know what smells really good? This soap.
Hey, look at that. This is good. You guys are changing the world.
And I think that's a great place to segue into the food that we ate today.
Sorry.
We talked about smelly belly buttons.
It's a back scratcher now.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Now, do you get requests for different sizes, or no? Everyone's cool with
just
one
carry
size
the
fits
one
all.
size.
Eventually, though, when she gets bigger.
When I get bigger, they'll get bigger.
Hey, I like that quote.
There it is. So we had a pizza party today, and you said you did not eat meat.
I do not.
So we went with vegetarian pizza party, which was fun. So we built that outdoor pizza oven last summer, and then I saw it like on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can make a pizza oven for like $50. I was like, let's see if this. And I was kind of amazed that it worked as well as it does.
Yeah, and the food was amazing.
Well, thank you so much. Zach and I came together, and so we did an event yesterday at Smoking Goose. Typically we don't have quite as busy a thing, so we've just been like cooking all weekend, and it's been really fun. But I was just like, yeah, let's do a pizza party, and we'll just make a bunch of different pizzas and kind of challenge ourselves because we're not using any meat and come up with some fun stuff. And I was actually very happy with the way it turned out. Sometimes we don't know till the day of what we're gonna make, you know. It was just like, but Zach, you had the first pizza, which was one of the favorites.
I started with the brie pear, apple, and pecan with balsamic onion jam. I called it a flatbread, but it was just a pizza.
I always wondered the different, what is is the only difference between flatbread and pizza that there's no crust? It just goes to the edge.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I think it's mostly marketing, so that it just sounds like an appetizer.
It sounds like a different thing. Yeah.
I almost feel like flatbread gets baked ahead of time, and then you put the toppings on. But we did that with all the pizzas, so I don't know.
That was also my favorite one. It was really good. And then I did the deep dish breakfast pizza, which had great. So I will pat myself on the back. I feel like I make a very good meatless gravy.
You sure do.
And so I was just like, okay, we'll use that as a base. And then we just had like a big breakfast hash, and then a couple of sunny side up eggs on top.
And I feel kind of bad that I didn't say that was one of my favorites, because it was. I love this. I love the eggs. That's how I eat my eggs at home.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to take it back. Once you find out who the chefs are of the pizza, you don't get to take it back. That's why I said mine first. I was like, hey, my favorite one was the barbecue, and that was Dykes.
And technically, I'm not taking it back. I'm adding 2.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah. What was your favorite, Melissa? We didn't ask you.
She didn't say anything.
Yeah.
She didn't like anything.
I hated all of it.
The first one was definitely my favorite.
The brie.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I think just because it was so different.
Yeah.
Like I've not had anything like that. So it was just very different and very good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then the next one was the take on the barbecue chicken pizza, which was barbecue chickpea pizza.
That was probably my favorite. I like anything barbecue, but I liked all the pizzas.
And shout out to Gomez Barbecue. I stole the barbecue sauce from Gomez Barbecue. Really good. And then we had a mystery pie, which I really enjoyed putting on the menu because it seemed to cause a lot of controversy and conversation and arguments at the table about. So what were some of the guesses on the mystery pie?
Oh, people were scared. Let me just say that. People were nervous. Go ahead. You're about to say something.
No, my guess was eggplant because of the eggplant emoji. That was my guess.
That would have been so smart on me to do that. As soon as she said that, I was like, I just took all the air out of everything. I was like, that would have been the way to go.
Took the air out of your cheese pizza. I was, so when I showed up, I was like, what's the mystery pizza? And he's like, I don't know. It's a mystery. We got to figure something out. And so as we get closer, I made the joke. I was like, it'd be funny if you just, made a cheese pizza and put it out there. And sure as shit.
That was one of the guesses too.
That was one of the guesses. Yeah. Shout out Carrington.
Yeah. It was a stuffed crust 3 cheese pizza. First of all, how dare you, sir?
2 cheeses on top, one cheese in the middle.
Yep. And thin crust. So, some different textures in there. It was almost like a nice, I feel like a palate cleanser as the pizzas were going out before dessert.
All right. I think actually calling cheese pizza mystery pizza is like a smart business move for restaurants because you don't want to just sell no one orders a cheese pizza unless they have a pretty boring personality type. So like it's kind of like, what did you have tonight? Oh, I have the mystery pizza.
pie.
So you don't have to show that you're boring to your friends.
I thought it was like having like one of those mystery flavor blow pops and making it vanilla. It's a mystery. It's the one everybody gets.
That's disgusting.
I think there is also a thing on Harder Brunch that we do. Everything we do is kind of over the top. So if you just make something that's like regular, it's like, what is this? Like we just had 3 crazy pizzas that you're gonna bring out a cheese pizza.
You're building up to the cheese.
Yeah. This is the, and then the dessert, which I thought was very creative, was Zach's s'mores pie.
Yeah, I did a s'mores pie. I made a graham cracker dough and then ganache and a bunch of different colored marshmallows on top. They were Lucky Charms marshmallows.
And I gotta say, Robin's eyes got so big when that came out. I was just like, oh, that's the winner right there. the dessert pie.
I love sweets so
Yeah.
much.
I lost so much confidence when I pulled it out. Like I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. I pulled it out and I was like, this is like for a 7-year-old. What the hell am I doing? And then I brought it out there. Everybody was happy. I was like, great, that's fantastic.
But we forgot about one really important thing that was made for the table that also went into the conversation to confuse him about the dick soaps.
Yes. Zach made the dick sticks.
Oh yeah. At that point, I was like, I'm pissed. This makes no sense. These nice ladies that don't want to talk about penises are now shoving penis shapes in their face. And I was like, we need to get together, guys. I was like, next meeting we needed to talk about appropriateness, boundaries. And then like I saw them like grabbing for the penises, like very like, oh, like I expected this. And I was like, ow, someone's lying. Someone is lying. Yeah, because I thought you were confused too. I was like, oh no, Dyke thinks these are like a dick soap lady or something like that. He's really confused. Now we're gonna get canceled. That is a great way to get canceled. Shoving breadstick penises,
Just making dick food for somebody.
If you could have seen your face when it came out, though.
I was very like I was upset a little bit. I was like, this is weird. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, those were and I was actually quite impressed with the Zach made each stick different, each bread dick differently, different shapes, different sizes, different curves. You put a really aggressive curve in one.
No veins.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe next time work on those. Work on that.
Work on those veins.
Yeah. So that was a pizza party, and we made breadsticks, penises in your.
Why not a
honor.
penis-shaped pizza?
I don't know. Well, I guess I don't know if that would have fit in.
It'd be like a meatball. We're no meat.
Yeah.
Well, they have those penis charcuterie boards now.
Really?
Where you can buy. Oh yeah.
Man, are penises like coming? Like, are they the next thing? Like, is there a wave of penises coming?
I mean, were they ever really not a thing? I feel like they've always kind of been a thing.
Are you talking about the statue of David?
Do people just send you penis stuff all the time? Just
All the
assume
time.
that you like
All
that
the
you
time.
love it.
I get T-shirts bought for me. I'm a huge Halloween fan, and I have a girlfriend who bought me nothing but penises dressed in Halloween costumes. But I'm at least 2 or 3 a day, and a lot of them come from Melissa. And I'm also sending her stuff with penises on it all the time.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's just the thing about adulthood. Like any hobby you get as an adult, and then that's just what people think about. So it's just like, yeah, you're the dick lady. She just loves anything dick related, and Christmas and birthdays and everything.
Well, I mean, if you come to my house too, they're curing because the soap needs to cure. So they cure. And at first it was a thing like, why are there penises all over the place? And now it's just like, oh yeah, okay, there's penises in every room in this house. So it's just normal.
Do you do like wholesale pricing?
I do wholesale, yes.
So we were talking about actually building a gift shop down here, like a Harder Brunch gift shop, maybe in the other room. Maybe we can buy some buy some soaps off of you.
I would love to collaborate.
I think that would be.
We'd have to buy a lot to get it wholesale, and if we if we tank,
You
we
won't.
really have to consider what our house is going to look like, what type of vibe we're sitting out there. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, she has lots of different kinds of soap. I didn't say which ones.
Okay.
Maybe it's just all Indiana soaps.
Okay. Yeah.
Or could you make a special Harder Brunch soap?
Oh, I'll have to put some thought into that.
Yeah.
What would that look like?
Just like an egg with
An
a wiener
egg.
sticking out of it.
Is that really what you want as your new logo?
Hey, that's an idea.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did get some jokes when people said, "What podcast are you doing?" And I said, Harder Brunch. And they said,
Yeah,
okay.
Of course. Speaking about hardness, you ever consider making like a softer one?
No.
Okay, good. Next question.
Okay, good.
Yeah, soft penises aren't funny.
There they are.
I mean,
Nothing funny about a soft penis.
there's nothing funny about a soft penis. Like, think about every penis you've ever seen used for comedic purposes. Like,
I don't see a lot of these for comedic purposes.
You will now.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
yeah, they're always a hard penis. What would and I keep thinking they're candles. So what would be funny if there was a penis candle that got limp as it burnt down?
Oh,
like
kind of
fell over.
Yeah.
I'm chock full of good ideas.
We were actually pitching you some commercial ideas. Did you like any of the commercial ideas for the soaps?
Absolutely love the commercial ideas. I love the, I believe you came up with a jail commercial idea.
Oh yeah.
What was that? I was in the kitchen cooking. I missed
Well,
that.
here I'll tell the jail one, but like let's see. Like we were thinking, like one like where like a kid was cussing. This isn't the jail one.
Okay.
Kid is cussing, and then all of a sudden,
No
like
way, it won't go there.
the kid is cussing, and he's like, "Fuck, mom." He's like, "What did you just say?" I said, "Fuck," and he's like, "I'm gonna get the soap, and I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap." And then she goes into the bathroom, and then she smells it. And then like he's waiting and he's like, "Mom," and then you hear the shower go on and she's like, "Oh, I love this soap. It smells so good." Now this could be an Indiana soap. This could be anything. It doesn't have to be a penis.
Okay.
And I understand now where people thought where I was going. I didn't even put the two together. I didn't even put the two together of washing your mouth. This would be a bad parent.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna wash your mouth out with this dick soap. Like, what's wrong? Like, when they're talking to you in therapy, they're gonna be like, "What happened?" Like, "Oh, I know."
It's going to come back full circle. She's going to get a client that had a problem with the penis soap. It's going to be my penis
Yeah.
soap.
It's gonna be you'll be there to help. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
What was your prison commercial idea?
Oh, the prison commercial one. That's a good one. I think. Carrington had some good ones too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clint Breeze.
Describe it.
Huh?
What's the prison one?
All right, I'll tell it. Everybody wants the prison one. All right, well, so the prison one, like everybody's showering in prison, and then all of a sudden, like this, like character, maybe a Brad Pitt body type, I don't know, just like a sexy guy walks in. He's new, he's fresh fish, and then all of a sudden, he goes in and he's washing with soap. Yeah, he's washing with soap.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, he drops the soap. And the soap smells so good and is so good that everybody just starts diving in for the soap, trying to steal it from them. They're not even thinking about rape. They just want the soap. You understand? That's the pitch.
Wow.
And it doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be a penis soap.
People use prison assault for a lot of
Commercials.
A lot of commercials.
It'll sell.
Yeah. Wow.
Everybody's like fighting, like, "Give me that soap. I want to be clean like you."
Man, I never thought I'd say this, but I think the penis soap in the mouth for the kid was actually a better idea.
And we're canceled, guys. It's been so much fun. It's been so much fun. Harder Brunch.
Thank you guys for coming on our last episode. It's been very nice.
All the fans, we appreciate you. I just had to say it.
Oh my gosh. So what does your summer look like? How are you ramping up this business, going from where you are now? Like, what are your goals? What are your plans?
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to balance this and then my other company, which is doing pretty well. It's more of cold processed soaps. I do incense. I do pillow sprays. Just different. It's all based on self-care products. And
what's a pillow spray?
Yeah, that's my question.
The ones that I'm doing currently in the line are lavender and orange scented. So you can spray it on your pillow before you go to bed, or you can spray it on your towel to have just a nice scent when you get out of the shower.
Yeah.
So it's all about just kind of taking time out for yourself, taking care of yourself, loving yourself.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more accepted at farmers markets and that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to balance out this line versus the other line. So that's, I mean, it's ramping up. Both are ramping up. It's a little busy, but that's what you want. That's what you want.
I thought the pillow spray was like to trick your partner. Like, you keep drooling in your sleep. Look at all this.
No.
You know?
Do you have you ever done anything like go to like erotica expos or anything like that?
And I've reached out to people. I've tried to get involved in burlesque drag shows.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of clients who are familiar with sex parties that happen in Indianapolis, which, believe it or not, like I said, I'm kind of boring. I had no idea that these things were going on.
Yeah.
So, and then they never reach back out. So I'd love to get involved in those types of things, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. You just got to go in there and get your foot in the door.
Get
That's not a
something
foot.
in the door.
Maybe change your email handle.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. When they see that, like, this can't be serious. This is spam.
I don't know.
Because, if you were trying to pitch, like, hey, like, a penis soap, and I got an email, I'd be like, penis soap? This isn't a thing. And I might think it's fake.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But my emails doesn't say penis soap, though.
This is Dirty Bits?
No, it says Smelly Bits.
Oh, Smelly Bits.
Yeah. Which also could very well be spam.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
You know, I'm really worried about our algorithm after this. I don't have anything else.
Guys,
I
can
really
you
hope I don't
drop
get
a beat
canceled.
for me there, Zach? I just want to say it's been a pleasure podcasting with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
On this last episode. Robin, let's get a good clean plug in at the end here. Where can people find you and follow you on social media and get all of your wonderful products?
I am on Shop Smelly Bits on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook because for obvious reasons, but you can just click on the link right off my Instagram. It's shopsmellybits.com.
And Melissa, would you like to plug your sex therapy business?
Anybody can come see me.
Okay. Thaddeus J.
Hey, you guys can find me at prisonsoaps.com. I make special prison soaps that smell super good, that makes people want to be clean and not do other things. So you could drop this soap.
Zach Rome.
I take that back.
D.
You can find me at Zach_Roan on all social media.
At Dyke Michaels across all platforms. Our video producer, Casey Campbell, you can find them online at Danger Brewer. And please check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Harder Brunch. We're all going to go wash our mouths out with penis soap now and think about what we've said on this episode. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Most penises per second.